Speaking
Saint
of
fucking whatever.
pedophiles, I was watching Allen Ginsberg on Dick Cavett. You know Allen Ginsberg is a member of NAMBLA?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
NAMBLA's the pedophile organization?
Yeah, national.
Wow.
The you know what it stands for.
Yeah.
NAMBLA.
North
National-
American Man Boy Love Association.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks to
Man.
South Park. Or the
What the hell
National
is wrong?
Association. I know, that was weird. There's just
Fucking gross. Isn't
There's
it?
always a lot.
Jesus
There's
Christ.
always a lot going on in my mouth.
He started I said NAMBLA. He started salivating.
He's like, I can't even get this out.
It's the North American Man Boy Love Association.
Sounds like he's
Zach's
got
real
some
voice.
spawn in there right now.
I'm
I have to
attracted
keep the
to
sheet hot.
pedophiles. I'm attracted to pedophiles because I can't have them.
That's your girl's version of I could fix him.
He's just misled.
Yeah, fucking Allen Ginsberg comes out in like a like Tibetan fucking yellow scarf and on Dick Cavett, and he brings out this like little mini child concertina and starts doing a Hindu prayer, and you're like, this guy screams pedophile. And you're like, you know, like in retrospect, when you know the whole story and you go back and you watch him,
Yeah.
and he's,
Well, yeah, the NAMBLA fucking membership is
he said it was a free speech issue.
okay. Yeah, that's a red flag.
Will you pull up Allen Ginsberg's Wikipedia? You don't have to put it on the screen. Will you just read under where it says NAMBLA?
Free speech has got to be the most abused, right? He just ruined
It's
fucking...
fucking like
What
every
are you talking into these boys' assholes?
freedom of press, like pressing my dick into their fucking.
Freedom of pressing myself up against children.
I know, dude. Free speech. No one good ever brings up free speech. That's a fucking
Sucks,
argument.
dude.
Free speech! Free speech!
It's always terrible.
It's ruined, dude. It's totally ruined. Yeah, because free speech was to be like, yo, fuck the king. Now it's
Yeah,
like
I know.
free speech to be like, fuck the Jews, fuck kids, everything. I'm horny for blood, man. Come on. King George who? I want to fuck a kid and I don't like Jews.
Free speech.
This is why my grandfather died in fucking World War II, so I can say this.
My grandfather died out so I can speak out against a black king. You know, we won't have any monarchs. No black kings.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
Okay, read this free speech part. It's so funny.
Saying that he joined the organization in defense of free speech, Ginsberg stated, attacks on NAMBLA stink of politics.
Stink like the diapers I try to peel off of young boys.
Stink like an older, fully grown man's asshole.
Well, it's funny to be like politics. Like I feel like this is a pretty like nonpartisan issue that we don't like pedophiles.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sure me and Steven Crowder probably, we can agree on this.
I bet we're on the same side on this one. Things of politics.
It does. It does. I think in a more free world, baby could be getting it on with the leader of NAMBLA right now.
LGBTAP. All right, keep reading it, though. It gets better.
Stinks of politics, witch hunting for profit, humorlessness.
Don't you know a good bit when you see one? You fucking idiots.
Vanity.
Okay.
I'm so great, I'm against pedophiles. Anger and ignorance. I'm a
Definitely
member.
anger.
Yeah, the anger. I think he nailed the anger.
Definitely stinks of anger.
People are a little ticked off at NAMBLA.
I'm a member of NAMBLA because I love boys too.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to cut that out. I'm gonna use that forever.
I'm a member of NAMBLA because I love boys too. Everybody does. Everybody does who has a little humanity. I think he meant to say a little human, but
Yeah.
And then, isn't there, there's a little rebuttal at the end from a woman who thinks he had ulterior motives for being a part of NAMBLA? There's a little...
in her, also, he appeared in a documentary on NAMBLA called Chicken Hawk Men Who Love Boys, in which he read a graphic ode to youth. And then in her 2000...
More like a graphic load to you. Baby likes those zingers. Baby would have been very fussy if y'all didn't laugh.
Jackson's like, I'll give you a rim shot.
In her 2002 book Heartbreak, Andrea Dworkin claimed Ginsberg had ulterior motives for allying with NAMBLA. What could they
It wasn't
be?
just free speech and politics, baby.
I feel like free speech and politics is the ulterior motive. Because the main motive is because you're a pedophile.
Yeah, 100%. It's known as a smoke screen, really.
I think this guy was a pedophile. The guy in the pedophile club might be a pedophile.
Sherlock Holmes.
This lady's fucking smart, dude.
It's elementary, Watson. It's elementary school, dear Watson.
I got a hunch.
In reference to his one-time friend who wrote the book, Ginsberg stated, I've known Andrea since she was a student. I had a conversation with her when I said, I've had many young affairs with men who were 16, 17, or 18. I said, what are you going to do? Send me to jail?
Mic drop.
and she said, you should be shot.
But listen to what he said after. Read the last sentence.
The
dude.
problem is she was molested when she was young, and she hasn't recovered from the trauma, and she's taking it out on ordinary lovers.
Listen,
That's fucking so crazy.
I'll tell you.
Ginsberg was in NAMBLA?
Yes.
What a bummer.
Where have you been?
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
goo goo gaga. Uh-oh.
I could smash your fucking face into the wall right now. I hate you. I don't give a shit.
He's even doing bits on it.
Yeah.
He was like nailing him.
I know. What is he? It's like hanging out with a 95-year-old woman.
I heard it, I absorbed it, but the disappointment set in.
I'm
still learning. I'm still learning.
What? Learning what? How to listen?
I'm still learning.
He's a baby.
Very young. Come on, I'm still recovering from mushroom babe
Frontal
trip.
lobe isn't.
I know
developed
someone
yet.
Frontal lobe is destroyed by drugs and alcohol.
I'm pretty sure. Like, listen, I hate these trendy psychology terms, but that might be the best example of gaslighting I've ever heard in my life.
You know what her problem is? She was molested. So she's angry at guys who
She's the
molest.
freak. She's the freak.
Really, I feel bad for her.
He's a card
He
carrying
pulls out of a 15-year-old.
Yeah,
Her problem is she was molested. That's why she doesn't get molested.
She thinks it's all bad.
It's the same way you talk to Indians about imperialism, and they're all wacky about it. The British people, they love the tea.
Why is this person saying something? Oh, I can't say something racist? They're just mad about racism. That's what the hell.
You know what your problem is? Your people were oppressed for over 1,000 years.
Her problem is her father was lynched.
Yeah.
She can't get
Doesn't
over
like
it.
the jokes about lynching.
She needs a psychologist to confront this. Then I can get back to lynching.
Allen Ginsberg, dude.
Our problem is like the examples are supposed to escalate, and it's already.
Yeah, it's about as high as it goes.
This guy, the fucking level of cognitive dissonance is amazing.
Molesting children, generations of racism.
What does he look like? I actually don't know what he looks like.
He looks like David Cross, actually. David Cross played him in that Bob Dylan movie, and he looked exactly like him. It was wild.
What does he do for Bob Dylan? Was he a producer?
Huh?
Was he a producer?
No, just he was a hipster. You know,
Yeah,
he was a
poet.
beatnik.
He wrote Howl.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Howl was like
Dude, I
think that was the last mainstream poem ever written.
Actually, you want to know something funny? A funny coincidence. There was a dude I used to care for, a caregiver.
Oh, it's Shel Silverstein.
Yeah, he looks like Francis Ford Coppola.
He does.
And then I thought the most tasteful way to make the movie was to have my finger in a boy's ass during when I call cut. The boy would start sucking in between takes and help keep my focus. No, I knew a guy. I was a caregiver for a dude who knew Ginsberg. He said he was at the apartment. At his apartment was the first place Ginsberg read Howl.
Oh wow.
The poem where he goes alcohol and cock and endless balls.
Yeah.
But he would always go up.
There's more to Howl than
And this
that.
guy is a pedophile?
No, but he would hit on me. His wife would have to water his wine down to half because he would just drink constantly. And he goes, he'd go, I'm not a homosexual, but I think you're a very attractive man. I'm not homosexual, but are we going to Megan? His wife would be like, okay, all right. He's, I'm not a homosexual, but you're very beautiful. I'm not homosexual.
She was cutting his wine in half.
Yeah. Because he was getting so fucked up. I would get fucked up with him too. I think there's
Yeah.
a statute of limitations. He's dead by now. But
He was friends with Ginsberg.
yeah, he was friends with Ginsberg, and I'm sure they got together. I'm sure they tore up the town.
Yeah. Oh, I bet they did. Yeah. So Ginsberg was like one of the top beatniks.
Okay.
And so of course he's gonna just end up friends with Bob
Hey,
Dylan
buddy,
at that time.
it's not
Yeah.
gay if it's a child. Only gays have sex with men. Men have sex
I
with
think
boys.
he also had sex with men too.
Yeah.
Well, he was,
Those were two sides of his
No,
personality.
didn't you hear what he said? He's not a homosexual.
Oh yeah.
I'm
yeah.
not a homosexual. I just, there's something comes out of me, huh?
Right, but I was saying Ginsberg was so.
Yeah.
You're not your guy's friend, not your
Yeah,
friend.
my friend.
Oh, your friend was
Well,
saying.
my friend
Yeah.
liked boys for sure. Because I'm this flawless. I'm kind of this peachy, like smooth skinned boy even to this day.
Yeah, you're
Um,
right. You're right.
Yeah, I gotta get.
I've never met
a
a man with such a solid grip on like what he is.
Yeah,
I mean, the
yeah.
self-awareness you just fucking ooze.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah, yeah.
unbelievable. You really know what you are and what you're presenting to the world.
I'm starting to accept it a little more widely, and that is I am the sexiest man ever walked this earth. I'm the sexiest goddamn. That's why all these young girls are calling.
Hey, will you?
I think they're just afraid, intimidated.
There's a poem, and I don't know if you can find it, but if you can look for it, there's a poem Allen Ginsberg wrote about all the things he likes to stick up his ass. If you can find that poem, if not, no worries.
This is good mainstream poetry.
Yeah, Howl was like, I can't think of a poem that's happened since then that was that big. There's a movie called Howl.
Poems aren't really. They never really break the hot 100 anymore. You know what I mean? They're not really.
Can't think of maybe Maya Angelou is the cage. Oh, the cage bird. Why the cage bird sings.
Yeah,
That might be
that's
more recent than
that's
that.
Probably, maybe.
And there was a J.K. Rowling's manifesto against trans women. That was a
Yeah.
pretty hot poem.
Cis manifesto.
Yeah.
Beautiful prose.